It was another very warm day today. We saw kind of a mix of sun and clouds. We've got the low-level moisture coming in with a southerly wind, and then aloft this more southwesterly flow, which is helping to bring in some more mid-level cloudiness. That's not really changing. The upper pattern that we're currently under really going to take us through the weekend and into early next week. So again, a mix of sun and clouds. So not a bad day, just a little too warm and a little too humid. Dew points are in the upper 60s, some low 70s. Our current temperature is 77, and it has been windy all day today. Winds out of the south sustained at 14 miles an hour, but we've had some wind gusts over 40 miles an hour. Today's high 81 degrees, not quite a record. That's 84, although the next couple of days we could be getting close to the records. And note, our morning low of 68 is our average high for this time of year. In the 70s across the board right now, and very similar to yesterday with the dew point so high, mid upper 60s, the temperatures are not going to be cooling down much at all. We're going to stay on the mild side. Now, very windy outside at the moment. Winds will continue to settle later tonight, but through the evening we'll stay pretty breezy. But with those winds coming down a bit, may start to see some patchy fog developing, from also developing fog, but also what we call advection fog. Within that southerly wind, we'll start to see some fog moving in, especially along the coastal areas. At times a bit of a breeze, kind of a gust during the day tomorrow, but the sustained winds through the day tomorrow will be far less than they were today. Here's the upper pattern that we're currently under. We have been dominated by upper ridging. That keeps us fairly warm, usually keeps our weather fairly quiet. Deep upper trough out across the west coast, actually bringing in some fairly chilly temperatures there, or up to our north. We're kind of surrounded by colder air, but none of it moving very far south, at least in the near future, and I'm going into next week with cold temperatures north of us, but even across parts of the central plains. 72 degrees right now in Oklahoma City, and then 22 degrees in Dodge City. The upper pattern really not bringing that colder air very far south. May start to see some drop in temperatures up to our north across parts of the plains and say the Ohio Valley, but never really making it to us with that dominant upper ridging. We are going to see an upper trough. This is what this little feature is right here by early next week. What this may help to do is push a very weak front in, but probably not going to drop our temperatures very much. Maybe help to lower the humidity a bit for Tuesday, but not dramatically. In fact, our high temperatures looking at the next 7+ days will stay above average, and that is the temperature outlook for even the next 10 days. A high likelihood of our average temperature staying above normal. That's definitely going to take us into early March, and even beyond that, the first several days of March, we are likely to stay above normal. So if you were hoping for any kind of a big cool down, doesn't look like it's going to be coming anytime soon. So a very mild evening tonight. Some showers off to our west. There is a weak front, but this front is already dissipating, and what little rainfall is associated with it out in western and central Louisiana, never going to make it to us. So even if you were hoping for a few showers as well, I've got our rain chances at basically 0. Within this southerly flow, it's not impossible to get a little stray sprinkle here and there, but I think rain coverage over the next several days would be less than 10% at the very most. So I'm just kind of keeping it out of the forecast. So fairly quiet weather as we head into the weekend. The best chance of rain, and it's not much, will be on Monday with that weak front pushing on through. As I said, not a dramatic drop in temperatures, high still in the 70s. Normal high this time of year, 68. So still running above average. May help to lower the humidity a bit for Tuesday, but by Wednesday of next week, back up to 80 degrees along with a southerly wind.
Wow.